And what's up again, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into our last race of the night. Let me flip this on over, and as you can see, we got the BOILeR, your Kansas City Chiefs, against last year's defending champion and still undefeated this year, Mr. CobaltStreak. So let's give it up for these two. Let me get the link in chat to get into both of these guys' channel. I know that intro is phenomenal, isn't it? Let me get to the links first off, actually, for everybody that helped out with that intro, which is Family Jewel 7X on the audio, and, excuse me. Sorry about that. And Dorcas1218 on the video. They did a freaking phenomenal job at that, so there's a link for both of those. And let me get you the link, like I said, to get into both racers' channel. And there you go, side by side. That'll get... Spazbot links it. There we go. CobaltStreak versus TheBoss10987 on those links for you there. So make sure to get into both of their channels. Say what's up to these guys. Wish on your favorite racer and or favorite team, whatever the case might be. But give them both the best of wishes on this one. So again, welcome in, ladies and gents. This is week number 5 so far of our second season of the BOILeR League. And again, we do a best of 3 through the Womb 2. So again, both of these guys are going to need to win 2 of these 3 to be able to get the win here tonight. And looks like we're actually off and racing, so good luck to both. Again, there are 7 banned items in the league. Neither are going to be able to pick up. Real quick, balls of steel for the boss, and looks like he's going to hang on to that other one real quick. Ooh. Yeah, that's a reset happening for CobaltStreak, so he wasn't too happy with what he had. Boss, on the other end, going to take Demon Baby, little follower that if anything gets close, there you see the red shots. Kind of low damage, but hey, they're pretty nice. They actually kind of sort of home in on enemies. They're pretty cool. Anyway, 7 banned items that nobody can pick up. Again, let me get these links listed in chat for you. I can't spell anymore. Good lord. Anyways, you cannot pick up Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, the Bible, Toothpicks, or the Shovel. On that note, really quick, teleport into a devil deal now for the boss, and he has got Brimstone to start off with. So, wow, first floor Brimstone and Demon Baby. This is a nice start on the left side. Cobalt really going to have to hope for something nice here really soon. Because as you can see, Brimstone is a great shot changer, and the boss has got this rocking for himself already. And let's see, Brother Bobby, a little bit of damage increase on a follower. Pretty much, a lot of people say it's the same damage that Demon Baby actually does. But either way, a little more damage up. Boss actually going to get a Eternal Heart here. So as you see on the next floor that he goes down to, that's actually going to turn into a full red heart for him. So getting half of the health back that he spent to get Brimstone in the first place. Right onto his next item room, and going to get tarot cards. Not the greatest thing ever, but we'll see what he winds up with. If he can get out of the way of this yellow fire. There you go. Okay, he's going to take Wheel of Fortune card with him. That'll spawn a jackpot machine for him. Nothing too special out of that chest. Not worried about the money, so he's just going to go right on through, going for time. CobaltStreak moving on along too. Cuban Meat for an orbital to block shots for him, and he's also on a basement too. Again, both have cellar, so expansion levels of the floor. But yeah, crazy start so far. Half-price Brimstone. Can't argue it. I'd take it any day of the week. Especially you give me Demon Baby with it, I'm happy. Anything gets in close, Demon Baby's going to take care of it while you charge a Brimstone. Hell of a combination right there. Why do people call that white heart a bacon heart? Basically, if you were to take anything with any sort of fat on it and rub it against paper, it would turn the paper translucent. So it's kind of the same, you know, like, if you were to take fat and rub it on a heart, you know, like bacon, you get that, it basically would look like that. So it's an ongoing, like, oh, looks like bacon joke. That's basically why most people do it. But here you see why Brimstone is so nice. You get to stand on the opposite side of the room, and boss just tearing apart the Duke here. Yeah, oh, ew. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ew would be the correct term. Couple more pills on boss's side. Anything special? Ooh, 2 tiers down. He isn't even going to bother, I think, with the others here. He'll take Wheel of Fortune with him into this devil deal, and... oh, he's very lucky. Krampus. So again, this will give you an item called the Lump of Coal. As your shots get more range and move further away or stay on screen longer, they actually increase in size and damage. Now the trick is, when you have Brimstone, you have capped out range. So it just automatically gives you maxed out damage on your Brimstone no matter where it's at. Oh my god. This is not what you'd need to see if you're racing CobaltStreak. The Sacred Heart. Oh god, the damage on these runs, guys, is about to go through the roof. So again, 21 or so damage up, if I do my math right, on that coal for Brimstone on the boss's side. So he's going to have nutty overpowered Brimstone. CobaltStreak's tiers just got nuts with that Sacred Heart. So he's going to have homing ability, damage multiplier on that, and tier rate, I believe, down in the first place. But again, ridiculously damaging and homing tiers. versus really high damage Brimstone right now. Oh my. So we got ourselves a race, ladies and gents. This is going to be interesting. But again, you do not want to see anybody that you're racing against wind up with the Sacred Heart, especially this early on. But into his next item room, CobaltStreak, ooh, with a skeleton key, 99 keys. So again, this is why we keep saying you can't really ban Pyro, the 99 bombs, because you'd have to ban skeleton key and all pill usage at the same time. I did this the other night on accident. Excuse me. So, oh my, with that Book of BOILeR, time and a half damage multiplier, watch Gertie Jr. melt away on Cobalt's side. And done. Cat o' Nine Tails will up CobaltStreak's shot speed on screen by 16%, so they will move faster now. That's the only thing that you get out of that. There you see they actually have more speed to them. But oh my. Ducat's got the link for you, so exactly what you see on that link there that Ducat and Spazbot linked up for you is why we can't really ban the 99 bomb usage. But yes, we call Cat o' Nine Tails the Cat o' Nine Fails. All it does is give you shot speed increase. But yeah, we got ourselves a heck of a race going right now. Cobalt in the lead at the moment on Caves 2. We got the Stars card for Boss. That's going to port him right into his item room. Ooh, range up. That's a bit of a slap in the face when you have full range. Although, on the other hand, it teleported him directly next to his boss fight. So I think he's not going to cry too much. Now again, watch Gertie Jr. get melted here as Boss will rip right on through it with his Brimstone. And again, Cobalt coming across his item room really quickly here. Moving right in. Ooh, very nice. The Forever Alone attack fly. Even more damage. So a fly, you can see the blue one going around CobaltStreak there, will actually be able to do damage against any enemies. Speaking of damage, a mismarked item damage up on Jesus Juice there for the boss as well. And there's a dual link for you again. Sorry about not getting that in time for you. Yeah, Dat attack fly. It's such a bro. I love those things. I really do. I've had a run where I've had 2 attack flies and nothing got close to me. Absolutely nothing got close to me. Now give me Sacred Heart on top of that, I'm melting everything in my path, and Cobalt's doing exactly the same thing. Now give me time and a half damage multiplier with Book of BOILeR, freaking forget about it, it's over. So again, Boss got himself a heck of a challenge, though, getting himself his item room here on Caves 2, if nothing else. And again, little Chad for CobaltStreak, also a Devil Deal. Ooh, that expensive nail. Not really worth it for Cobalt. He's going to say no thanks, move on along. He'll keep the damage multiplier from Book of BOILeR instead of the health up and damage multiplier from the nail. Again, it would have been a little too expensive. Ooh. Now, this would have helped about a floor ago when Boss was coming across some of those pills, but the PhD will make it so that the boss on the left-hand side gets nothing but good and or neutral pills from now on. So again, no stat downs from here on out. Anything he did get that were stat downs will now turn into stat ups instead. 2 of diamonds will double up Boss's money. He's now got 14 cents instead of 7. And there you see why Brimstone's such a bro. Exactly, the PhD would be a huge help if Boss can find some tears up pills at this point. And there's his boss fight, so again, not going to be all that far behind Cobalt, who still has not found any item room and or boss fight yet. And I don't think that Cobalt's going to care. He's got a few tier rate up with that wire coat hanger as well, I forgot to mention. So I really don't think Cobalt's going to care too much about finding an item room here. And again, there we're going to find out because he's got his boss fight. Did not see the item room. There's Squeezy on the left side for the boss. Ooh. Again, fire rate up for him. Going into that Devil Deal, that pack was probably looking awful tempting. That would have been fire rate increase and more damage, but just can't do it right there. Ooh, Cobalt getting the Mask of Infamy. This would normally be a god-awful fight, but again, I think with the damage and the tears that he has, let alone as you can see Pinky Eye firing out poisoning tears, I think Cobalt's going to be okay here. Oh, also there's that attack fly that if it for some reason would actually do damage, would hurt the mask. Why did that not hit it? Oh god, dueling masks, and oh wow, that's evil. So a little health up for CobaltStreak. Also another god room with the halo, all stats up by 1. Oh my, more damage. He needed that, right? Yeah, totally. So basically 2 health up and every other stat up there for CobaltStreak as well throughout the span of the floor. And just whiffing, there we go. I was going to say just whiffing on picking up the soul heart there. But again, Boss going to tear through this. He doesn't have to worry about the mask itself, what direction it's facing. All he has to do is hit it with that brimstone. Damage all the way. But again, these carry runs, man. Whew. I'd be happy with either of these. These are both ridiculous. So let's see, there's Pageant Boy, so let's see those no crowns for fun. Hierophant card will be 2 soul hearts you see spawning. Boss isn't going to worry about the rest of the money, as that's pretty useless here. Oh, let me get the dual link up in chat for you here. Spazbot will have the link for you if you can see it through all the no crowns. See Cobalt coming across his item room. Popping right on in. Ugh, mom's pills. He isn't even going to look at that. He's already got a random pill he's holding on to. Left hand that he's leaving behind on the floor would force more red chest spawns. And again, he's not really worried about any sort of devil items. He's got everything he needs on this run. Again, he's not even going to bother with that Judgy there. So Judgy toodles. Again, you can see Pinky Eye popping out some poison shots every so often for him. This is a ridiculous build on both sides, though. Again, the Coal with Brimstone is one of my favorite combinations. I adore that, because you get so much damage with it. But again, that Sacred Heart. Whew. Let alone Sacred Heart Halo. Yeah. Alright, moving into his Blue Mom fight. So again, gonna spawn nothing but expansion level enemies. Ooh, Cobalt dropping some poison damage on Mom. Very nicely done. Ooh, and also getting his Fly to do a lot of damage to the eyeballs here. So great Blue Mom fight right there by Cobalt. Ripping on through, getting a little bit of range up with Mom's lipstick. One more Soul Heart, leaving behind the, leaving behind the Polaroid. Also getting a possible loading screen error. Maybe an XL floor. Nope, that's gonna be a normal one. I think. Don't quote me quite yet. If it just pops straight into the floor, we got an XL floor. But if not, we got a normal one. I think we got a normal one. So Cobalt's just going to sit back, relax. Yep, there we go with the loading screen. And there you go, Utero 1. So we got a normal 1-level floor. Again, loading screens are kind of questionable as far as what you're going to get. But again, Cobalt just going to be looking for a boss fight here. Doesn't have to worry about any item rooms. He wouldn't in the first place, but there aren't any on this level. So, moot point. Oh god, if Cobalt had a knife, overkill. Hey Sky, how you doing today? Alright, another key because, 98 wasn't enough for Cobalt. So again, he's just going to be looking for a boss fight here. Best that he's going to find outside of a boss fight, and again, it's a Curse of Darkness, so I can't tell you where to look. But, best he's going to find outside of that would be an arcade, maybe at best a library. Again, arcade would be the second floor, but we'll get there when we get there. And just one more key. Just one more key. Oh, I love it. What's up, Death? Doing great tonight. How about yourself? Alright, so yet another quote-unquote dead end for CobaltStreak. I guarantee he's not going to bother with the curse room here because it would take one full heart of damage to get in and one more to get back out unless he could teleport. And with no such way to do so, he's going to move right on along. Again, everything in the womb hits you for one full heart of damage. Doesn't matter what type of enemy it is, that's the womb and beyond. Any level beyond it does the same. And again, we see Boss coming across his mom's foot fight. So he will not be far behind. And again, it's all a matter of when you find your boss fights in the womb. We've seen some crazy comebacks because of just people taking forever. Mara, Fat Shuffler, just took 34 rooms on a Womb XL to be able to find his boss fights. That took a while, but he still won it, but that took a while. So that's all it takes. Yep, link's right above you, actually, for the dual link. Perfect timing on asking for that. Unless you have the wafer, exactly. The wafer's an item that would give you only half damage taken on everything. So then in the womb, everything would only hit you for half a heart. Exactly. And there you see Red Mom doing a lot more stomping than the other versions, and Boss having to do the charge up. I hate having to fight Red Mom with Brimstone, because I always miss time when I fire, and then I always do not have my charge when I think I should. So just like there, you see him having the exact problem I do. Cobalt already onto his boss fight here and ripping on through death. Hey, that was a little too close. And we'll see if that poison damage is actually enough, and maybe... Nope. A little bit more. One more cube of meat. So that second orbital, that's one of Cobalt's favorites, I know. He thinks that's the best orbital, especially for this race. And he's moving on to his Womb 2. Boss getting a Womb 1 at the moment, so again, one floor full-on lead right now for CobaltStreak on the right side. And again, for having a Sacred Heart. The fact that Boss is keeping up here with his Brimstone and Coal, that should tell you everything about why I like that combination. At 250 hype? We're getting there, 5 more. Oh, that's so comical, I can't help it. But again, Cobalt down to just the one bomb here. Isn't really going to have to worry so much about clearing out rooms, but if he comes into dead ends, he's probably going to have to clear them. Alright, so Dual Lust will get ripped on through by Cobalt. Again, here you see, stay away from the mimics unless you have an orbital on you, then go directly after them without firing. Here you see the really good way for the boss to take it out. Again, with Brimstone makes those a lot easier. You can just stay at range and kill those. They have no chance. But again, Cobalt just going to be looking for a boss fight here. Already found himself a couple dead ends. Exactly, yeah, boss is not having the luck finding the rooms that he needs right off the bat. If he were to just, like, right now, let's say, find his boss fight. God, that just sounds repetitive. I have to find a new way to say that. Either way, if the BOILeR happens to come across his actual boss fight for the Womb 1 floor, how about that? That was more descriptive. Then, you know, he's going to be in that much more luck. It's just a matter of when he comes across those, and it'll bring him right back into this race if Cobalt doesn't happen to find anything but a dead end here again. Excuse me. And speaking of that, though, CobaltStreak working right on over towards this boss fight. So he's got himself his mom's heart fight coming up right after this one other enemy is cleared. Hey, might as well grab that extra Eternal Heart, because that gets you an extra half a heart and one more hit that you can take before you wind up in trouble. Again, I wouldn't worry too much. There you see, Strength Card gives him +1 to all stats. Wow. Good God, look at the size of those tears. Either way, though, the Book of BOILeR also doubled his damage by time and a half. So this hella combination right here, look at those tears. Whew! Let alone the pinky eye on him. Yeah, again, it's one full-on floor that was the difference here, and CobaltStreak has got himself a 1-0 lead, but wow, boss was right there again, man. Like, these combinations, if it wasn't for that Sacred Heart, this was a hell of a lot closer than this one floor differential says. Because again, look at how quickly boss is going through this fight. And again, it's not like he was that far behind. So again, we're going to get both racers reset. We'll be right back for round number 2 momentarily here. But CobaltStreak's got himself a 1-0 win on a very, very, very nice Sacred Heart run. Like, that was, whoo, that was crazy. But we'll get both of these guys reset, like I said, back to the beginning, and then we'll start from scratch. And wow, that was incredible. So again, real quick, while I'm running ads, give both of these guys some support. Go say what's up to them both. And tell Boss great race, tell CobaltStreak, wow, that loco carry. On the wings of loco. Okay, anyways, I'm going to my ad screen right now, and I'm going to run my ad, so go say what's up to Cobalt and the boss, and I'll be right back in a minute, guys and gals. Thank you very much again. Alrighty, we're back and we're clear. There's all those low-core faces at Cobalt's. I think they know how that last race went, didn't they? No, but again, we're back and we're ready to go for round number 2 shortly here. So we got the boss, 10987, looking to win the next 2 to take the night here. Again, we do a best 2 out of 3. And again, CobaltStreak just needs to win one of the next 2 races to take the night and continue on his undefeated streak here. So again, good luck to both of you guys. Cobalt looking to move to 5-0. Boss looking for his first win of the season so far. So again, it's not because he's been bad in any way, shape, or form. You guys saw how close he was on that one. It's just his opponents keep getting that one extra little edge. And in that last run, need I say more than Sacred Heart? Those 2 words would basically describe how that one ended. But yeah, on the wings of loco. Enough said. But again, we got a 1-0 lead for CobaltStreak, so Boss looking to even this up for some pivotal game 3. CobaltStreak looking to continue on that undefeated streak right now and win this one 2-0 if he can. So again, good luck to both of you guys. If you're ready to go, feel free. There's them low cores. Looks like Cobalt's got to switch out that. Actually, I think both of them are going to switch out their hats first. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. New hats. For anybody that can't see it, let me get to the dual link one more time. We got our new hats rocking here. Oh, it's on. Oh, no, it's so on. These hats are perfect. go check this out, guys. This race is on right now. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, actually got a little lag ball, I think. Oh, wait, no, we're good. Let me refresh. Yeah. Let me refresh one time real fast before we start this off, just in case. Get both of these going again. Oh god, quickly. Thank god I subbed with Cobalt and I won't get ads. There we go. All right, cool. So now we're good to go, and they're off and actually running. So boss off first. Ooh, let's see those no toothpicks. Ooh, god, that turned into my reflection. That's not what you're looking for. Cobalt, on the other hand, and of course now my video's stuttering, just picked up the damage up and health up mushroom. So very nice find on his side as well. Or on his side, I should say. God damn it, now I need to refresh his. Now, just one unlucky item. Boss got 2 unlucky items. Let me refresh Cobalt's and hope I get a better one on this. There we go. So he's fighting famine right now. He's going to wind up with a cube of meat also. So again, damage up and health up for Cobalt so far. Again, boss with an XL floor this time. See if he winds up getting any keys that he can get into his item room with. Dem stutters. It happens from time to time. As you can see, I just paused and unpaused a few times. All of a sudden, I got a clear connection. So that's all it takes. All it takes. It's just random internet. Gotta love it. Yeah, no famine. Please, no more famine. Alright, so there's that cube of meat in orbital that'll block some shots for Cobalt. Another, I almost keep calling them Eternals. Soul Heart, the blue one, on the way down, so a little bit of health up as well. Yeah, Comcast logic. It'll work when it works. Let me get the dual link in here for both of their channels. There you go. Hopefully I spelled that right. Yes, I did. Alright, there's the link. And again, toothpicks are quote-unquote banned. I wouldn't call them banned. They're a special case. You can take them if you want to. So Boss could have taken those and been perfectly fine. But they're not that great of an item. It's basically just shot speed increase. So racers can re-roll them if they want to. Boss did that, didn't really get anything special, wound up re-rolling his whole run by resetting. Again, now he's got Bloody Lust, so as he kills enemies, that's going to be a damage up every time up to I think it's like a maximum of about 3.5 damage in a room. And again, this is a guaranteed one. If you get the trinket, what is it called? Samson's Locks. It's basically the same thing except it's random. Alright, so there's that box of items. So let's see, Cobalt's going to get one of everything here. Ooh, the tick shows up, and Cobalt's one that will take that. Again, in these races, we only go through the womb too, so you don't have to worry about getting the Polaroid at any point. So Cobalt's not going to worry about it. He'll take the tick, so he cannot replace his trinket at the moment. But that'll give him 15% damage to any boss that he goes into. It'll also heal him as he walks into the boss fight. So it's still very, very useful. There's my 247. I was only off by 1 full-on race. Damn. I guess that was going to happen before the race for anybody that was here, by the way. That was my guess number. That's funny, because mine's X'd out, so your chats have glitched out, basically. Again, it's MLG and LCS weekend. Chats are a little wonky and behind, so it's glitched out on mine already, so I can't even ban it again. Well, let's see, we got our item room here with no key for boss, though he does have an arcade. Maybe he wants to gamble for it? Nope, he's just going to keep on moving. CobaltStreak, on the other hand, does have a key. And, does he want to be larger? No, he doesn't. He's not going to worry about the health up because that size increase is just too much for him at the moment. So Lard will be left behind on CobaltStreak's side. The tick basically gives you 15% damage to boss fights that you go into, and will heal you for a red heart, actually. Assuming that you need it, obviously. Excuse me. So moving on to the next floor, we'll see if we can point it out a little bit easier. Ooh, Curse of the Labyrinth. So thankfully that world card will be able to show CobaltStreak exactly where he's going here. And again, you can see an XL floor. Curse of the Labyrinth means that you get a Caves 1 in this case, and Caves 2 jammed together into one. So 2 item rooms and 2 back-to-back boss fights. Now the question is, will CobaltStreak be willing to go over to the right and get that other item room, or is he just going to pass it by and go straight on to the left and see if he can't get right on over to the boss fights? Looks like item room it is, because he does have the key. Yep, let me get the dual link for you. There you go. Does the tick affect bosses without health bars like Mask of Infamy? Yes, it does. And there you see Mini Mush, so a range and speed increase for CobaltStreak, along with, as you can see, he got a little bit smaller in stature, so that's a beautiful find for him right now. Judgy, please. Oh, wow. Judgy carry. Judgy was low-core in hiding, I think. That is a blue candle for CobaltStreak. Oh, my. Abel, basically, that you saw CobaltStreak pick up. I was a little bit behind as that blue candle kind of threw me off. But you'll see Abel flying around the room the exact opposite way that CobaltStreak's moving his character. Also shooting in the exact opposite direction. Those are very low damage tiers, but again, it's a little interesting item. It can kind of screw you over if you forget that he's there. Yeah, that low-core Judgy. That's what we need for a new sub emote for CobaltStreak. We need to make a like low-core looking like Judgy holding out the coin sign. That's what we need, like low-core Judgy just like winking. There you see another really good space use item, the Unicorn Horn. Again, though, you see why the blue candle's so overpowered. Cobalt's gonna keep that. There you see as he lines it up, 50% damage with one shot of that. Enough said. That's why that item's OP. So he'll have back-to-back boss fights. One's already cleared. There's a little bit of health up, and boss also onto his first of the cave's boss fights. Again, though, he's got one more floor he's gonna have to worry about getting all the way through. So again, Cobalt with a distinct advantage right now, but he's also fighting the Hollow here, so just about done. Again, that candle is far too overpowered for this fight. Yeah, dem unicorns. So very nicely done. There's the magic 8-ball. That'll be a shot speed increase. That is mismarked. Also gives you either a card or a soul heart. He gets the Empress in this case, which will turn him into the Horror Babylon for the room that Cobalt's in. Again, that'll up your damage pretty considerably. Also turn you into a kind of large demon-looking monster, I guess, for lack of a better term. Or judge you with a low-core hat. That'd be kind of cool, too. That'd be pretty boss. 250. Oh, yeah. That hype level has been achieved. 250 spam bots. In 3 days, might I add. Wow, that blue candle usage. Cobalt just ripping on through those two shopkeepers. And again, right on over towards his first Depths boss fight. So again, really closely together with his item room. That you can't ask for any more than that. Prod. Spazbot never sleeps. What's up, Jamerson? How you doing? Alright, so we're just about down on Cobalt's side here. We got about 50% more health to go. You just got to watch out for those troll bombs. And now the fun part is you knock him off of the horse, you'll actually see him chase after you. Got to be real careful when you use your blue candle in this situation because you're going to wind up getting hit for going slower. That's what you do. So I was going to point out that the trick you can do is drop a bomb down. If War runs into it, he basically thinks it's a wall and he'll stop. So you can throw your blue candle at that point and then hit him, just like Cobalt did. So beautiful job there. And 2 hearts would double up the amount of red hearts that you're holding on to. Not the containers of them, but let's say that you're missing half of your red hearts in those containers. Like Cobalt only had 2.5, for example. Then use the 2 of hearts, that would double it up for him and make him full health. Spazbot's gonna push for Cobalt's undefeated streak. I don't know, man. I don't know. 2 of diamonds will double up Cobalt's money again, by the way. Boss still looking for his item room here, let alone boss fight for that matter on Caves 2. So again, still very distinct floor advantage right now and time advantage for CobaltStreak. And again, that blue candle not exactly hurting the situation. Although the amount of locked chests coming out of item rocks for him is hurting the situation. Hello, key. We finally have one. Oh, none of our racers really mess around. Like, CobaltStreak has played so much of this game that it's got to become, like, second nature to him almost. But at the same point, like, I mean, there's some serious luck involved, and, man, Cobalt's always had it. He's always had it on his side. That's why we say low-core carries him. I mean, he's always had it on his side, too. But, damn, man, like, none of these racers mess around. CobaltStreak definitely proven that, though. Yes, Cobalt's died on races before. Absolutely. He's also lost in matches like Zwicky beat, or Cobalt beats Zwicky 2-1, and let's see, Cobalt got taken to 3 games also by New York Video Game Freak. Ooh, didn't even see what spawned out of that. I didn't even get a chance to see what that item was. I think it was one of the guppy items, but I couldn't tell you which. Yeah, Cobalt left something behind in that curse room. Something. I wish I would have seen it, but I didn't quite get to pay attention before he ran out. I still saw it spawning. It was the paw? Okay. I was pretty sure it was one of them, but didn't want to call it. All I got to see was a little, like, glitch out as he ran right back out of the room. He knew exactly what that was. Again, Cobalt's played so much of this that he knew exactly what that was the second it spawned and went right back out the room. Didn't even need to see it fully spawn in. Oh god, even more damage. So technology too, the almost constant firing laser for CobaltStreak. Again, you can see using the chariot card against those knight enemies. I hate those things. Gonna go back for that 2 of hearts card for the heal. Now, Dr. Vetus would just be on a pedestal in there. I don't think it would spawn out of a chest if I'm not mistaken. And again, you can see blue candle can be used against the closed eyes on those doors, believe it or not. So even if the door is closed, like you see right there against the one that Cobalt used, blue candle's still effective and will damage everything. So how to beat this fight easily? Have the blue candle. A little bit more health up for Cobalt. Can't replace the tick with anything, so he's going to leave the Polaroid behind and move right onto the Womb 1. Again, getting a Utero version of the floor, so a little bit tougher with expansion enemies and expansion layouts of rooms. Excuse me. Yeah, always carrying, man. Always carrying. He skipped, what, 3 item rooms so far? Pretty much had to. Yeah, both of Cobalt's builds so far have been pretty, kind of, sort of ridiculous, especially for race rules. Like, if you think about the fact that you're not re-rolling anything like Cobalt normally does, like, it's pretty insane to think about some of the stuff he's gotten. Again, this run especially, that blue candle, I mean, damn, do you ever need to say more? That's the only reason I got a sub 17-minute run when I did the BOILeR rules, was I got the blue candle. Only reason I had that good of a time, honestly. Otherwise, I would have been probably 23 to 25 minutes, would be my guess. But again, yeah, that is a straight-up carry item. If it can carry me, who doesn't play or practice very often, to a sub 17-minute run in BOILeR rules, I'm okay with that item. It's pretty good. But yeah, the Sacred Heart in the last run, blue candle in this run. And again, Boss had a ridiculous run last run too with Brimstone and Coal. I mean, that's a lot of damage right there. Speaking of that, though, Boss going to have to keep moving on without item rooms, so skipping right on over again, going on to the Depths 1. No such luck with these item rooms showing up. Yeah, funny as I'm saying that the arcade music is playing, so talk about your gambles. Pretty much have to, though. When you're behind and you know that you have to win round number 2, there's only so much you can do. You have to push on at some point. And again, knowing that you're facing CobaltStreak, at some point you really just got to make your push. Exactly, he's skipping stuff trying to make up for it. Alright, so Cobalt coming across his first boss fight here. It didn't take him too long to find this here in the Womb 1. Again, there are no item rooms, there are no stores. Boy, I can talk. There are no stores in the Womb. Again, the best you're going to find is an arcade, maybe a library down here, but all you're looking for is this boss fight. Again, there are still secret and super secret rooms. Most of our racers do not bother looking for those, though. Again, you see Cobalt has used his Empress card, so he's going to fight Conquest here with the Horror Babylon enacted. Mostly going to do his damage off of the blue candle, but just in case, the tears will do extra damage here for him. And again, you saw that immediate 15% damage that was done to the boss because of the tick being on Cobalt. Yep, boss already getting ripped to shreds. You see that blue candle doing its job beautifully. One more shot, and... ooh, I take that back. There you have it. Ooh, a little health up as CobaltStreak gets an Eternal Heart out of this. So he's going to go back a little bit, grab that extra bomb that he left behind. I think there's one heart up at the top of the map that he's also going for. Yeah, dem dodges. He's wearing his juke shoes, ladies and gents, but there's that full-on heal with the heart, and right back on for that other 2 of hearts card. Cobalt remembers everything that he leaves behind. Everybody always worries like, oh god, he isn't holding on to this one card. He remembers it. Most of our racers will remember every single little detail like that, too, because they're thinking in their head, like, go back for the 2 of hearts after you beat the boss, go back for the 2 of hearts. Things of that nature. So Cobalt's got himself a, if he gets down to half health, a full heal on him. But again, that half an Eternal Heart into a full-on Red Heart container. Cobalt and a Curse of the Lost, meaning extra rooms, but a womb too, so base level here. But again, just looking for his boss fight, looking for Mom's Foot, or Mom's Heart, I'm sorry. Yep, and again, boss fighting yet another boss fight, but no item room. So, phew, this is getting interesting. Let me see. Oh, I was going to say down at that half a heart, you got to be real careful where High Priestess bounces Monstro into. But, whoa, and you got to be real thankful that you're holding on to one of the cubes of meat here. Because that was the only reason that blocked a shot again, or for the boss there to keep him alive. But he is just about done with Monstro too, getting on towards the depths too, with, keep in mind, having skipped 4 item rooms now at this point. But again, at half a heart, getting a little sketchy. There's a bit of a heal, a little bit of a tier rate increase. The wire coat hanger, another little, like I said, the health up is going to be that Eternal Heart that he's taking on with him. But again, having skipped 4 item rooms already. Onto the depths too, so you got to give him credit on this one. Oh my god, he's found an item room. Boss has found an item room. Everybody say hallelujah. And again, Cobalt, though, is fighting his Womb 2 boss fight, so he's looking at his Mom's Heart fight here. Again, looking to take a 2-0 win and extend his winning streak on to 5 games here this season after winning last season's tournament by being undefeated. So again, good luck to Cobalt, and again, wow, this run on boss's side, he gets an item room. That's the important thing, but again, has skipped 4 already. But nonetheless, hallelujah, boss finds his his item room. But again, here you see on the right-hand side, ooh, and the odd mushroom for a fire rate cap out and 1 damage down, but it pretty well evens out. Either way, though, CobaltStreak already about 50% of the way through Mom's Heart fight. You can see the blue candle will still do damage to it while it's up in the air. You have to remember that. Just keep using it whenever you can, because it will just keep ripping on through. But here you see it. A couple more of these, and CobaltStreak is going to keep that undefeated streak alive, ladies and gents. So let's see those low cores as they carry Cobalt on again with 2 amazing runs today. Your 2-0 victor, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. CobaltStreak, your Tennessee Titans remain undefeated at 5-0.